All right, so if you're a Workspace user, you already know that Google Forms is like a lifeblood application of Workspace, right? It allows us to create structured data from user submissions that can help us create things like charts and dashboards and all kinds of cool stuff. But Google Forms is not without its nuances, and we're going to take a quick look at that today. So if I've created a new form and I go to settings and I go to responses, this is the first place I always go, because the default settings for our organization, of course, were to select that this is only open to our domain. Well, if I intend to send this to the public, that means I can't do that. So the first thing I have to do is deselect that. What that will do is open up the link so that anybody can actually access the form and fill it out. The second thing that I always look at is the collection of email addresses. And the reason why here is we oftentimes collect email addresses to follow up on a submission or be able to add people to like a Google group to update them on a project or something like that. And in the past, when you collected email addresses, it had this effect where it required non-Google users to be faced with a sign-in requirement. No longer. So right now, if you select collect email addresses, what this does is add a required question onto the form that allows people to type in what their email address is. And that's huge, because what it allows you to do is take advantage of some of the other feature sets, such as right below there. You can do send responders a copy of their response. That's awesome. Everybody likes to get a confirmation that what I said online is what I intended to say online. The second thing you can do is, in some cases, you may want to allow people to come in and be able to do response editing. And there they get a confirmation message that has a URL where they can come back in and update. So that's another thing that you can consider. But the combination of deselecting a default if it's restricted, and then if you want to collect email addresses, is a great way of being able to provide a form to outside users who might not be on Google and still ensure that they can be able to access and fill it out. All right, hope that helps.